What's up, guys? King Cine here, uh, with yet another Netflix original movie. This time it's Wheelman, starring Frank Grillo, the very, very good actor in supporting roles. And yes, I can already see you typing down in the comment sections, but King, he led the Purge movies. No, 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 no. He was very much a supporting role. He did not have to carry those movies. And I will say this. So this is very much his first movie where he has to carry the entire film on him alone because and I'll say this, the movie is extremely short. It's very short. And for a movie so short and it's an action movie, how can it be so boring? I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it, Hollywood. I really, really do. Driving movies are popular. Drive, which is a beautiful movie, by the way, starring Ryan Gosling. See it. Please see it. Has gained very much cult status. And Baby Driver was like, won the entire summer. So, in all honesty, I can understand why it would have won. Now, I'll set the summer and why this movie was made. Now, I'll say this. Frank Grillo's unnamed character, who's just called Wheelman, doesn't have the heart that Baby had, doesn't have the interesting, mysterious aspect to him that Ryan Gosling's character from Drive had, because we know too much about him, because we learn about him throughout the film, and he's not charismatic enough to carry the movie. He's just a normal guy, and yeah, they do point that out in the movie. He's just a regular, plain old guy. He's not a pro driver. He's just an amateur who drives at the tracks. So they point it out, and credit to them. Credit to Jeremy Rush, who wrote and directed this movie. I would say the best aspect of this movie is Jeremy Rush, who is got his directorial debut with this movie. He did a couple shorts before, but this is his big directorial debut. Um, I gotta say, he did a very, very good job with the movie. It was boring. It was just overall not interesting to me. I know some critics liked it. You know, good on them. They liked it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Now, who knows? I might go back and see it one day and go, well, I obviously misunderstood it the first time. But overall, I just didn't really enjoy it that much. There wasn't that much I really enjoyed. The driving scenes were just boring. And where I say the best part of the movie is Jeremy Rush, it's also the worst part of the movie. The reason Drive is so good is because it's a character study. But it also has amazing driving scenes. It doesn't have that many, despite what the title would suggest, which is why a lot of people don't like it, because it's like, oh, we thought this was going to be Fast and Furious. No, no. So, but it has some very, very good driving scenes. The way to execute a drive scene great like perfectly. Even Fast and Furious does this very, very well in their drive scenes. The wide shot. That way you can see the entire car move. What he does here in this movie is a very fascinating way to direct a movie. Every shot is very close, but he does something very interesting. All the camera work is always close to a car in some way, shape, or form. You never really leave about 2 feet from a car. Because there's this scene where Grillo goes to get a guy, and he gets out of the car, but the car is parked, and all you see is the door, him walk in, and then he walks out with the guy. But you never leave. You never see what he does. You just have to leave it to your imagination what he does to pick him up and get him out. So, in that sense, it's very fascinating the way it's directed. But it really ruins the element of the idea of an action sequence in an action movie. And some people would say to have it close in the car and you don't see the wide shots would be to, make it more tense. But the problem is you only are with this character for about an hour and 15 minutes, and the last about 10 is just, you're not worried about his safety. You already know he's going to survive. So, unless they did something shocking, which they didn't. So it's like, I will say this. It really wasn't that tense because I didn't care about the character enough to make me worry about him when he's getting shot at and things. So I would have preferred wide shots. Who knows? Because from what I was seeing in the car, he seemed to be doing decent driving. I don't know though. I would have been loved to see what the daughter did. I would have loved to see the outside of the car doing some stuff. Let the car do the work. That's why chase movies are so popular. Or crime movies with cars are so popular because you see the car do the work. So overall, Wheelman is just a meh film with a very interesting method of directing that works in some cases, but some other cases just doesn't work at all. So, with that being said, I didn't have a great time, but I didn't have a terrible time, like I did with Rememory, where I was just like, ugh, eh, uh, uh, uh. It's a fine movie to just sit down and watch one day on Netflix. So I will give it a C. Thank you for watching as always, and if you like what you see, like and subscribe.